So finally our navigation is completed. So it's time we should move toward the body of our blog. So right after this sky blue lines before the ending of body tag, I'm gonna add here one div of class container, and inside this div I'm gonna add one h1, and inside this heading I'm gonna say that the complete responsive CMS blog, as this will be our header for our website. So I'm gonna close this information inside one div with the class of blog dash header. So closing it here, and right after h1 I'm gonna add one p tag, and I'm gonna say that the complete blog using PHP by Jazib Akram. Now saving this one, if I refresh this page now, you can see we got it right here. So let's also style it a little bit. So on this P I'm gonna add the bootstrap class of lead. Saving this one, refreshing the page. It's looking good now. Now it's time to divide these bootstrap columns. So I'm gonna add right after it one div with the class of row. Same thing which we done before while designing our admin panel. And inside this row I'm gonna add one div with the class of call dash sm dash 8. So we are going to have the 8 columns for our blog and 2 or 3 columns for our side area. So adding couple of text in this div. So I'm gonna add here one h2, and I'm gonna say test, and right after h2 I'm gonna add p tag. Inside this p tag I'm gonna add couple of text, just the random text, nothing special. Now saving this one, if I refresh my page to show, so we got this area for our blog post, and now it's time we should focus on our side area. Now if I can show you what this call sm8 got in our browser, so I'm gonna add one custom style in the same file. So adding the style tag here. So inside the style we are going to focus on this call sm8 class, and we are going to give it background color to be red one. So refreshing the page now, you can see this one is getting this area for the main blog post. Now we have to define the side area as well. So right after this div I'm gonna add one more div with the bootstrap class of call sm3, and for this call sm3 I'm gonna give it first h2 and then p tag as well. So adding it right here. Now let's also grab this call sm3 class and give it some background color as well. So for this time I'm gonna give it background color to be green one. This is very good practice to add the background color to your classes to know what the area these classes are going to occupy. So you can see we got right after this red we got this side area now, because I told you that that bootstrap have 12 columns. So we give 8 column for the main area blog post and 3 column for side area. 8 plus 3 11, so we still got 1 column. So we can add the spaces or add margin between these two area by adding one simple bootstrap class. So right in the class of call sm3, before it I'm gonna add bootstrap class of call sm dash offset, and then I have to specify how many column I want to offset. So this offset means that give one column margin right before this class of sm3. Now saving this one, you can also add some custom CSS properties in here to add the margin between these two classes, but thanks to Bootstrap we already got this class where we can easily add the margin. So I'm gonna add the margin of one column between these two classes. Saving this one, if I refresh this page now, you can see we got this area for blog post, and this area will be for our site bar. Now for the footer of this site, we've already made the footer in our dashboard.php file. So I'm gonna copy the footer from there. So we got this div of footer and also this line. So copying this one from here and pasting it right after this container. So adding it right here, saving this one. If I refresh the page now, you can see we got the footer as we don't added its ID of footer. So let's add the ID of footer here. So we got already the footer styles here. So I'm gonna copy them from here and pasting them in public styles.css. Saving this one, also this one, refreshing the page. You can see the styles applied here successfully, and also this blue bar. Now the design of our blog has been completed, so it's time we can easily extract all the blog posts from our database.